Imagine you being told that you belong somewhere you've been all your life. That it's Moana. Her island told her where she belonged. Yet, something inside her kept calling her toward the ocean. The ocean didn't promise her anything. It asked her to listen. And I think it applies to our dreams too. They just ask us to listen. But sometimes, other people's voices get louder than ours. And I have been there before. Moana faced fear, failure, and uncertainty. Yet, she kept sailing. Along the way, she found a friend, made a mistake, and discovered her own strength. Her struggles didn't make her weaker, they made her stronger. And sometimes, we just need to keep listening to the voice that's calling us forward, even when other voices tell us to turn back. And I know exactly what this voice sounds like. Ladies and gentlemen, in my final year of senior high school, someone asked me, after graduation, what major do you want? Without hesitation, I said, wow, my voice was strong then. But the voice is subtle. Why loud? It will turn out you won't find any job. What will you even become? Some even imply that people in law only chase dirty money. At first, I thought they were just opinions. But when enough people say the same thing, you start wondering, what if they're right? So, a relative in my family had studied law before me, but because they felt she hadn't become anything from it, her story became a reason to doubt my own choice, as if her result could determine my future. I told them it was none of their business, but their voices followed me home and became my questions. Was law really the right choice? Am I capable? I even compare myself to people of my age with achievements and trophies while I still uncertain about my future. And even when I joined this competition, another voice whispered, what if you can't even pass the preliminary round? That's when I realized I wasn't just listening to those voices anymore. I was letting them speak through me. That's when I saw how similar my journey was to Moana's. She wasn't struggling because she had no dream, but because she wasn't sure if she could trust the voice that calling her forward. She was afraid and she failed, yet she kept sailing and discovering her own strength. And maybe that's what happened to us too. We know what we want, but fear makes us question ourselves and wonder if we're falling behind. So, what can we do, ladies and gentlemen? We shouldn't ignore every opinion. We should learn which voice deserves our trust. First, we can question the voice. If someone says that you are not capable, ask them, what is this based on? Second, test yourself through action. Instead of asking, am I capable? You can join the organization, enter the competition, or taking the opportunities that you fear. And if you still don't know what you want, you can explore, because action gives us answers that overthinking never can. That's what I started doing. I realized that many people who question my own choice didn't truly know where love would take me. So, I just listen to my own voice through action. I joined the organization, entering the competition, and continuing to learning. Not because suddenly I knew my dream would lead, but because, like Moana, I didn't need to see the entire ocean before deciding to sail. I just needed to take the next step. And this is where I am today. I still don't know what exactly I'll become. A judge, a lawyer, a notary, or something I haven't discovered yet. But unlike before, I no longer needed other people's voice to tell that my dream is possible. and I am standing here today speaking about my dream in my own voice. I still have doubts and I still compare myself to others. But now, when doubts speak, I question it and take another step. Maybe that's what Moana taught me. The journey doesn't have to begin for us to begin. Because sometimes we discover our own strength only after we choose to move. Maybe there's a voice inside you too. A dream you've postponed because you're afraid you're not good enough? Or maybe someone told you it's unrealistic? If that's you, you don't need everything figured out. You just need the courage to listen and take the first step. So, let's go back to Moana. The ocean never promised her an easy journey. It simply asked her to listen, to keep sailing, and to trust herself. And maybe that's what our dream asks us too. So, when the voice around you grows louder than your own, pause and ask yourself, is this my voice or just noise I've learned to believe? Because others can guide you, but they cannot sail your ocean for you. And maybe that's what having a voice really means. Not knowing where we're going, but having the courage to listen, even when everyone else tells you to turn back. Maybe your dream doesn't need a louder voice. Maybe it just needs you to finally listen. And when you speak, will you have the courage to follow it? Thank you.